Hi, I'm Ryan West, and I was that nerdy kid in high school who loved technology and music. And so in, I think, 1988, I got my first drum machine, the Alesis HR16. I want to show you how I would use a plugin like Heartbeat to replace some drums in a session that I was mixing. So right now we're working with a song called White Lines from Chon Zodero. And I really wasn't feeling the drums, but I actually happen to have the MIDI for the drums in this session. Now it's just a really basic kick and snare or kick and rim pattern. Here's the factory default sounds that will come up when you bring up Heartbeat for the first time. Okay, those are pretty cool, but I think I want something a little bit different. I think I want to use the other kick module instead of the bass drum 1, so I'm just going to change the note that the kick drum module is responding to C1, which is the note that bass drum 1 was responding to. And I went ahead and muted the bass drum 1 module so that it's not outputting sound at the same time, since we're using the same note. I think that's a better starting point than the other kick drum. I want these sounds to be a bit different. I'm going to focus on the kick drum for just a minute here. What I want to do is I want a little bit longer decay time, so I have that control right here. Let's listen to that. And I have to lower the pitch just a little bit as well. Okay, I like that's a good starting point. Let's see what the harmonics sound like on that. Now, I think I'm going to keep that one clean. I think that'll work better for this song. So let's hear that kick drum in context with the rest of the mix. Okay, I think I'm going to change that just a little bit. I'm going to go the other way with the decay. I want something a little bit shorter and a little bit lower in pitch. Let's hear how that sounds in context. Okay, I'm feeling really good about the kick drum. Let's move on to that snare rim. I'm going to listen to it in context and start messing with some controls. Kind of getting there. Let's hear that one in solo too. I think that's also a pretty good starting point for the snare. I want to add a really big, long reverb to that snare rim shot. So I'm going to go ahead and just dial it in right here on my reverb, a little bit on the send, and then I'm going to make that super long. Let's check out what that sounds like in solo. Let's see. Let's hear that in context too. And that feels pretty good. I mean, you can see how just a couple of pretty simple controls allows you to change the sound pretty dramatically. So I decided that I wanted to add another percussion element to this song, so we opened up a new instance of Heartbeat on a different instrument track, and we added this little clicky sound. So I thought it'd be really cool if this little sound went back and forth between the left and the right speaker, and that's where this pong control comes in. As I turn that up, it's going to vary it back between the left and the right. Check it out. All right, let's hear what that does inside the mix. That's really cool. It creates some movement where there wasn't some before. I think that's cool. I like it. Kind of flexibility I have in a drum synth module as opposed to a sampler allows me to craft drum sounds that work for each individual mix, each individual production. So if I have to replace drums or add drums, I can make it sound exactly like I want to, rather than being relegated to somebody else's sampled sound. So a little bit of tweaking, a whole lot of fun. I can make my drum sounds fit exactly how I want to.